Hey there, welcome to my very first episode. This is the Jess Out Loud podcast, and I'm so excited about this. This did just sort of come out of nowhere. Never had any desire to do a podcast, never liked the idea of doing a podcast, but here I am doing a podcast, and I'm so excited you're here, and I hope you take a listen. Today's topic, we're just going to start out with this incredibly awkward topic, which just sort of happened, which is finally overcome masturbation in 6 easy steps and kick the devil in the butt. Now, I know that we're just going to jump right into it here. Many of you have struggled with this. Probably every person that lives has, experienced this at one time or another, and it can be very extremely difficult to overcome. But I have great news for you. Victory is here. It's here today, and I have discovered 6 steps that will literally nip this in the butt, and you will not have to deal with this anymore. So if you know the frustration of having this problem, as a single woman and single mom, even anyone who has struggled with this can literally overcome it with these 6 steps if you faithfully do them each time that you are in the hour of temptation. So I'm just going to get right into it, and I know this will really help people who are struggling with this. So number one step is to immediately stand up. Most of the time when we are feeling temptation to self-please, we will be sitting down most of the time. Your biggest battle is to gain the courage to literally just stand up. You're going to have to, this stuff will start in your brain, usually with a thought or a feeling. And the first thing to break this evil cycle is just to literally stand up. This is step number one. Immediately gain the strength to simply just stand up from wherever you are sitting or laying. Sitting down or laying down increases sexual urges. So this is literally step number one. It can be hard to even do this because I've been in this place where you're sitting down and you just want to sit in your comfort, and but this is step number one. So do this if you really want to truly follow the Lord and you have a determination to stop doing this. First thing you're going to do is stand up. Number two, second thing you're going to do, go to the bathroom. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but this is a big deal, actually, because most of the time, if you notice, if you're feeling any sort of sexual urge, it usually will be contributed to by the fact that you have some sort of pressure on your bladder causing you to feel the sexual urge more strongly. So you really need to get up, go to the bathroom. It will release the pressure, and you will no longer feel like you want to do that. It will take all of the feeling away, if not most of it. Okay, so this is a really important step. Okay, number three, you're going to go around other people. So let's say you're at home, this stuff never happens. The temptations don't try to grab a hold of you when you're sitting in front of your friends, right? Because everyone knows that would be super weird if, you just started, going into it with people around. So people are a big asset. If you're having trouble in the hour of your temptation, call your friend up and say, hey, want to meet me at the local park, or want to meet me for lunch. Go around some other people. Or if you don't want to do that, just simply go out and go get your grocery shopping done. Go out, go do a little shopping, go to the park, walk around anywhere there is someone. Even if you're just sitting outside of your house on your porch, it's going to greatly deter you from doing anything, because obviously no one wants to do anything around someone else. So it will immediately distract you in a major way. Okay. Number four, you're going to distract yourself. If you really cannot go around people and it's an inopportune time or whatever is going on at the moment, and you can't really get around other people, then you need to try and distract yourself a different way. So the more physically active the activity is, the better it is, because you're not sitting still, which makes the temptation worse. So some ideas are just go outside, go for a walk, go for a jog, go out and start gardening, go eat something, go get a bite to eat at the restaurant, go clean your house, do some artwork. Try to avoid the sitting things because they can make it worse. But the more active the activity it is, try to distract yourself as much as possible. Number five, and a lot of people don't realize this, but caffeine can actually increase sexual urges. If you've noticed before, possibly when you drink caffeine, coffee, or tea, and dark chocolate contains a lot of caffeine, those things actually increase your blood flow. And sexual urge has a lot to do with blood flow. The more your blood is flowing, the more chance for your sexual urges to come about, and which can heighten that. So you want to avoid, if you're having trouble, and every woman goes through, a week of the month, we all go through cycles. Every woman goes through a week of the month where there's a few days where she's going to feel this temptation more than the other weeks. And it could just be really bothering her. She can really cut out most of the problem just by saying, okay, I know I'm, in ovulation or whatever, and I'm having trouble with this right now. So I'm going to not drink any caffeine products for the next few days. And that's going to really, really, really help with the sexual urges. And the last step that I have, now a lot of these podcasts might be, short and sweet. I don't really know if there's a time that podcasts have to be, but a lot of them will be short and sweet. So number 6 is get yourself an accountability friend. So ask a trusted friend. You have somebody that you really trust, that you feel safe with, and ask them if they would be your accountability partner. Yes, I know this is embarrassing, but if you're really truly committed to following the Lord, it won't be a problem. Now, I did this myself. I have a very good friend, and she agreed to be an accountability partner. And when I first started, I asked her to be an accountability partner, but I didn't really understand how to do it. And that's important. If you don't do it right, it's not going to do you any good. So originally I started telling my friend, when I'm having trouble, can I just give you a call? So when I was having trouble, I would call her, but there was no follow up after that. So it's a really important, and I have a note down here, to use timestamps. Now, what does that mean? What is a timestamp? That means you call your bestie up and you say, hey, girl, I'm having trouble today. I'm just letting you know I'm going to call or I'm going to text you, and then give her a certain time, like 10 p.m. tonight. Okay. And then you have to follow up because you told her you would. You have to follow up later that night. You have to call her and report what happened. Did you fall or did you overcome it? And then don't just stop there with that day. Also, set up a second time the following day and say, I'm going to call you again in the morning and tell you how I did. And so this is the key to overcoming this problem where, you are literally accountable to this person for what you did, and you're going to have to report to them, and that's going to really help you a lot. And I just am so excited to share this with you because um, this will literally nip this thing in the butt. I know how frustrating it is and how difficult it can be, and how you just want to overcome it, but you can't seem to, you just nip it in the butt. And you're going to be able to finally overcome this and just kick the devil in the butt on this one completely. It's going to feel so good. The worst part about falling in this sin is that the guilt and the shame that comes afterwards, it's so miserable. And I know every single one of you listening to this know what I'm talking about. And so the victory just feels so incredibly good when you have that victory and you can say, hey, I got through this and I overcame it. So let me know in the comments, how it went for you. This is a little part of, in one chapter of my book, The Christian Women's Workbook for Finding a Healthy Mate. I talk about all kinds of stuff in this book. It's got advice on how to avoid toxic and abusive relationships, as long as so much other like good advice for women and females out there everywhere. You can buy it. It's in two different forms. There's an ebook for immediate download, and then there's a paperback you can order on Barnes & Noble that will ship to you in about a week or two. So either one, if you want to check out more for more tips or anything like that, you can please check out my book. And thanks for listening. God bless.